Hi, in this video we're going to discuss the advanced options of the WordPress plugin. The basic options of the WordPress plugin are discussed in a separate video. So if you come to the admin area for your WordPress site and then click on the plugins and find the International SEO by Transifex plugin, click settings and scroll down, and the first options that are available are to choose whether you want to use subdirectories or subdomains or neither. But if you want to use subdirectories or subdomains, please keep in mind that these options will not be enabled to select until at least one translation is published in one target language. So after at least one translation is published, then you can choose to select either subdirectories or subdomains. And if you'll notice in either of these that the URLs have a language code in them, FR for French in this example. These values coincide with the values in the code column down below. So for instance, if you're using specific locales like English US and you wish to use dashes instead of underscores, here's where you can change those values. You can also change the values for the Href lang tags as well. Href lang tags tell search engines that a page of your website exists in another language, thereby allowing search engines to show the correct language-specific URL to users who search in that language. And if you choose subdirectories, you also have the option to select which content to put underneath those subdirectories. You can choose all content or just specific pieces of content. That is up to you. And finally, you have the option to choose to enable pre-rendering. Pre-rendering can help with search engine bots to crawl and index your site. Sometimes it is hard for these bots to do their job if the page is very dynamic, meaning there's a lot of JavaScript that is changing things on the page. So you can enable pre-rendering here, and then there's a text box to where the pre-rendering will take place. This must be done outside of Transifex, and more information about this can be found in our documentation, and a link to that documentation is also provided right below the pre-render URL text box. It's important to note also that for choosing subdirectories or subdomains, after you save these values, you'll probably need to visit the permalinks page. Simply visiting this page will get the URLs working. For example, when we're coming over to our site, notice that there is no subdirectory listed here because we're on the default language of English. However, if we change this to Spanish, then we'll see the ES language code show up. That's our subdirectory. And if we change it to Japanese, we'll see that change as well. So that is how to configure the advanced options of the WordPress plugin.